elevating performance, improving lives. Guys, music can inspire us. Let the concert quality sound system at Zoom Indoor Cycling help push you harder than you ever thought possible. No matter if you're a beginner or an experienced rider, you'll ride top-of-the-line Stages SC3 bikes as the most talented instructors in North Alabama motivate you to reach your goals.
You can do it!
Guys, time to find out what you're made of. Challenge your friends or just challenge yourself and get in shape at Zoom Indoor Cycling. Visit ZoomHSV.com to find out more. $2 specialty shoe rental per ride for new riders.
Not looking or feeling your best? No energy for the things you like to do? Ready to look and feel younger? Make your appointment at Advanced Life Clinic, one of the region's foremost destinations for patients interested in looking and feeling their best. Specializing in advanced laser treatments and weight loss, male and female rejuvenation to offset the effects of aging, and more. See how Advanced Life Clinic can help you enjoy your life again. Call 256-882-6555 or log on advancedlifeclinic.com.
The kitchen is the heart of any home. It's where the family gathers. It's where kids discover old recipes and make them their own. Just starting out or just now getting started on the dream kitchen you've always wanted?
I'm Chris Haygood, and from all of us here at Bob Wallace Appliance to the home builders and the homeowners of the Huntsville area, a heartfelt thank you for buying local. We're in Huntsville, Florence, and Coleman, and online at bobwallaceappliance.com.
UFC 288, Saturday, May 6th at 10 p.m. Eastern. Buy it on ESPNplus.com/PPV.
When I was young, me and my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the streets.
FX's Dear Mama, a 5.
This is Paul Feinbaum. That'll do it for me today. Coming up next, The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
This hour is brought to you by Woody Anderson Ford, Alabama's F-150 Superstore. Welcome to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline, 256-576-4977.
That's how I roll. And I'm not going to drink and drive anymore.
That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's Wes and Steve.
Coming up this week, the Corn Ferry Tour is returning to Huntsville, Alabama with a new name and an even better championship experience. Be a part of every moment with the Hometown Lenders Championship at the Ledges beginning on Thursday. Tickets to be a part of the event are on sale at htlchamp.com. Welcome into The Drive along with Wes Neighbors. Steve Moulton here with you. A lot to get to. Maybe the worst kept secret out there. It was 40 days ago that Aaron Rodgers went on the Pat McAfee show and said, I want to be a Jet. Well, it happened today. It is officially official that Aaron Rodgers is no longer a Green Bay Packer. He is, again, doing his best Brett Favre impersonation to go from the Packers to the Jets. How are you, Wes Neighbors?
Doing good. Going to be interesting to see how that works out. I think they should have got rid of him last year.
So the darkness.
Right, man, yeah.
It's been well chronicled of the darkness.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So it's also draft week. That comes up on Thursday. The Dallas Cowboys have the 26th overall pick. And a press conference earlier today was a draft preview. And I don't know if you've heard this audio as of yet, but so the press conference was staged like this. Stephen Jones, Jerry's son, is at the end of the table. Then you've got Coach Mike McCarthy in the middle of the table. And Jerry Jones is on the other side of the table. So three people sitting at a table. The first voice you're going to hear is Stephen Jones, and then you will hear Jera.
Drafting's not our problem.
See,
job on our board here, and we're going to feel really comfortable as it starts to come our way. Now, if we see a guy who's falling down, when we're 6, 7, 8 picks out, and we always ask the question, what would it take to go up and get him? Does it take your bottom of the second round pick to go get him? And we 9 times out of 10 we'll have that conversation. So
Drafting's not our problem. Coaching is.
He's got to get everybody.
No, he's the problem.
You think?
Yes.
You think?
There's no question.
Drafting is not our problem. Coaching
because he's the one doing the drafting.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this since the 90s.
I know it.
I mean...
Can you believe his head coach was sitting beside him when he said it?
Oh, and the look on his face.
I didn't see it. So I heard.
Oh, when I sent it out?
No. I'd read that he said drafted. I just giggled. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, the guy's an egomaniac. He had, he had the best thing going ever. And, yeah, they won a Super Bowl the next year, but after that, they were done.
Yeah.
And he's been done ever since. I mean, the guys that, Loho Lacewell was there. Larry Lacewell was one of the guys.
The late great.
Making it happen.
Yeah.
And when he left there, they haven't even sniffed at it since.
No. It's the truth. It's the truth. If you'd like to be a part of the program, just a 1-hour extravaganza today until next Monday. This is the last Hey Coach of the spring semester. So next Monday, get ready, Jackson. 2-hour Monday beginning next Monday.
Man, Mondays are the easiest day, though. You got to, because you're
just react to
to what happened over the weekend. It's the easiest day. I hate not being on 2 hours Monday.
So I don't know if you're aware, Wes, but they are dissolving the football program in Tuscaloosa. Evidently, they have decided not to continue to play.
Man, I don't know what
What did they see that I didn't?
I don't know. What I see is an offensive line that needs to develop more, but they're facing one of the best defense in the nation, and they got to catch the ball. I mean, if Alabama doesn't catch, if they drop 7 balls in a game, they're going to lose. You can't do that.
Yes, there were a lot of drops,
and you look at last year, the games were closer, and than they should have been, a lot of them because of drops. And you can't drop the football. You can't. I saw one of the drops, and I don't know how much it was not a good pass. I haven't watched the whole game.
Could have been the wrong route. Could have been.
I don't think the pass is hitting him in the chest. It don't matter if the wrong route or not. I mean, you got to catch it. No, I think it was. You're right. The couple I saw, but the first half, I thought all 4 quarterbacks looked good. I haven't watched the second half now, but the first half, I thought all 4 quarterbacks looked good. You can't do anything when your offensive line is not picking up. And listen, they ran a 7-man blitz, and they ran it to perfection. I mean, the defense has gotten better, in my opinion, and Kool-Aid makes a big difference too. They burned him once. They got him pretty good on a back shoulder throw that didn't go to the back shoulder with the front shoulder. This guy still caught it anyway. But it was a
so Drew DeArmond, we did our Bama recap show Sunday, and he was there, and Drew was glowing about the new defensive coordinator on it, especially the linebackers, how the linebackers looked in the scrimmage.
I just I don't know. Time will tell. You're playing yourself. So
so there's that too.
Yeah, I remember one of the worst springs I saw. Alabama got in the playoffs and got beat by Ohio State ever. If you remember that spring where the quarterback was awful. I mean, awful.
Is that Coker?
No, it was a boy before Coker. What was his name? He
Sims?
was Sims. He was a running back. They converted.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, it's hard to tell. To me, I saw the thing that bothered me, and it's still I get you're playing yourself. It's offensive lineman. I mean, they run a play, and the only guy on the running back on the ground is the guy that made the tackle in the running back. Everybody else still standing. I mean, just like I don't get it. I don't get it. No, what I've watched so far, the quarterbacks look good to me. They just got to get some help. I mean, the help is there. The offensive line, those guys are young. Like 52 got beat on a perfect linebacker twist.
Did he?
Where they got picked. Well, he has to. I mean, it was perfectly run. 98. I'm telling you. Did you see the first sack of the game?
I did not.
Or the first play of the game? He's in the backfield. Nobody can block him. They couldn't block him last year.
I need to go back and watch the full game.
Well, watch the game against. I always want to say it's TCU, but they played Kansas State.
All right. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Kansas
watch
State.
that game. They didn't block him in that game either.
So there are multiple media outlets that are throwing dirt on the Alabama program, which I immediately want to go back to 2015 and just play that soundbite. But ranking right up there with pardon the interruption for Wes is Aaron Murray. He is on a program called Snaps with T-Bob Hebert, friend of the program. So Aaron Murray, this is his analysis of what he saw in Tuscaloosa.
But it wasn't as bad as what people made it out to be. Like,
okay,
there was plenty of plays that Jalen made and Ty Simpson made where, like, okay, I can see it. I can see the potential. This is the spring. You know, we still got 4 or 5 months to get these guys get going in Tommy Reese's offense. And let's not forget, it's a brand new offense too. So not only are they trying to earn a starting position in the competition, they're also trying to learn a brand new system. And like I'm telling you, if I'm looking at Twitter on Saturday, it made it look like it was, you know, a failing grade for everyone. There was some good, there was some bad. Is it good enough to win the SEC West? Hell no. And I think that's where that's where the measurement is. If you're Alabama and if you're not winning the SEC West, it's not good enough. Plain and simple. Yeah. That is Nick Saban, and that's the brand, and that is what he's built. So right now, it is not good enough to win the West. I don't think it's even close enough to win the West.
It's a spring game. It's a spring game.
Well, I mean, so I don't.
It's the spring.
Listen, LSU's going to have a good football team.
They tied. They tied.
Another tie.
Yeah. LSU tied.
What was the score?
32-32.
It sounds like the defenses aren't too good.
And Brian Kelly.
So, you know, you can make out what you hey, listen, the worst spring game I ever watched,
Auburn.
Was Auburn.
Yeah, 2010.
Yeah.
Auburn 2010.
And they won the national championship. You remember that game?
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, I thought they'd win 3 games.
It looked like middle school scrimmage.
But I don't even see what they're seeing.
I mean,
really what I saw was the quarterbacks, a bunch of missed assignments on the offensive line, which they played a lot of freshmen in that game. I mean, all the freshmen got to play. I was watching the first quarter, and they had the threes win every other series in that game. So, and what are you going to do with it? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think that the bones are there.
Brian Kelly did open up his press conference this way after the 32-32 tie.
Tie game. I would have went for 2.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Well, he was there.
I mean,
where was he? Did he go to the spring game?
He was in the building, I think.
Yeah.
He was asked, Coach, can you win an SEC title with this team right now?
Well, I think we're getting closer to that. I think, clearly the area of concern for us is in depth. We're not at 85 scholarship players yet. We're below that line. So, 2 or 3 key injuries puts us in a very difficult position. We should be able in the SEC West to sustain some key injuries to key players. I don't believe we're at that point yet. If we, knock on wood, stay injury-free and continue to develop, we're going to be fine. But that's not where you want to be in this league. You have to, I think, go into a season and expect to lose some key players and still win this league. So I think that's probably our Achilles heel, if you will, is that we're still not at 85 scholarship players, and it's still going to require us to keep this team injury-free.
It's a long way of saying no.
You never know when you're going to win it, though. You never know.
He's right, though.
I thought it was a good answer.
Yeah, he's right, though.
Yeah, I think it was a good answer.
The quality depth that you really need in this league.
The key to Alabama winning this year is the same thing I said before the spring game. The offensive line has to be able to run the ball.
Yeah.
Right? And they have, and the quarterbacks, they can make those throws.
Apparently, just hand the ball to Justice Haynes.
Well, no, I think it's going to be a running back by committee. You got to keep them fresh, and the receivers have to catch the ball. I think the defense is going to be fine because I see some young defensive linemen looking really good already. 47. I haven't watched the second half, but I listened to the second half.
Yeah.
And they kept up mentioning the boy from Montgomery, and I could see him getting better during the scrimmages. So it'd be interesting to see if how he comes along. But they just have tons of talent. And you watch it down there. What I watched was the same thing. 20 flashed in the game, 30 flashed, 13 had 3 sacks. You can't. He's coming off the edge, so that could be the quarterback. Sometimes it could be a back. I'm gonna tell you, the defense was to me.
Jake Pope is who you're talking about.
On the
he had a lot of tackles.
What number is he?
21.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Pope's he might have played last year, but he was hurt. Jake Pope's and he hadn't played in all the scrimmages either. I think he played in the last one. I'm not sure he played in the first one.
You said 47?
Yeah, 47. He's a freshman. So I don't know if you're
that would be James Smith.
Yeah,
defensive lineman from Montgomery.
Yeah, he can.
Carver.
Yeah, he's going to be good. So they have the bones. It takes them. It'll take them. And listen, if the offensive line doesn't develop, that Bryce Young's gone. This isn't Bryce Young. This isn't the Bryce Young team.
And it's not Mac, and it's not Jalen.
No, well, I mean, I get it. But I think these guys can be I think they have 4 guys that could be capable NFL quarterbacks before they leave. You're talking about 3 freshmen and a junior, right? So they have the talent. Milroy did a lot of good things. I thought he's getting better now, but he's not going to – if you don't protect him, you're going to have problems. They're going to have to – and if you're not able to run the ball, then they're able to get him in 3rd and long a lot. It's not going to be like it used to be. 3rd and 15 was Bryce Young's best play.
So please indulge me for just 1 minute and 31 seconds of all this hate out there. It does make me want to go back to October of 2015, Nick Saban.
Coach, I know you always talk about not worrying about all the noise outside the program, but when the perception of what your team is so fluid week to week, and you have a lot of guys that are in the spotlight for the first time, what do you and your staff say to them so that they don't worry?
Well, I say the same thing as when you all buried us last week, and all that it really doesn't matter what you think. It really doesn't matter what you say. And I'm hoping that nobody on our team is playing for you. I hope they're playing for each other and their team and what they want to accomplish, and not what you think. All right, because that's not certainly what I'm doing. I'm coaching and working for our players and our team to be as good as it can be. And if that's not pleasing to somebody else, it's not pleasing to somebody else. I said before, I believe in our team. I do believe in our team. All right, and we're going to work hard to make our team better. And I hope the players respond the right way. And it's not going to be for you. The fans, yes. Because if it was up to you, we're 6 foot under already. We're dead and buried and gone. Gone.
Last one with Alex.
So if that was the case, I mean, we'd have to get some respirators out or something down there, all right, to put life back in people.
Last one with Alex.
It's hard to follow. You better make it a good one now, because I'm about half fired up here.
That's true. How many championships they won? They won the championship that year. It's unbelievable.
Buried and gone.
No, and I said Friday. I've been going back, and there's nothing on TV.
So YouTube is for the rescue.
Yes, YouTube for the rescue.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of football, and watching some old tape and different things, and I just I see. They had the number 2 recruiting class last year and the number 1 recruiting class this year.
Yeah,
I see just a ton of talent out there now. I do. They're gonna have to get better. The offensive line is the key to me, because I think the quarterbacks are all 4 of them can go out there and win football games for you. Now they have to get better to win a championship, right? Do you think that the guy, y'all's old man just graduated? He's getting so scared
Stetson
now.
Bennett.
Yeah, Stetson Bennett. Was he his sophomore year? Was he that good?
No, absolutely not.
So they have to get better, and they do get better. Stetson Bennett's last 2 games, without him, Georgia wouldn't have had a chance to win either one of them.
100%.
He just played unbelievable.
His best at the most critical times.
Yes, he did, but he had to mature into that. He really matured in the first championship against.
That's right.
He was getting killed the whole game.
Indy, yeah.
In Indy.
Yeah.
So
when it was 4 degrees outside.
Yeah, and thank God it was indoors. It'd been awful to lose that game and freeze to death. So, but you look at the this team just needs to get better. I see mistakes everywhere, but I see talent everywhere. They're so fast. That team is so fast. 2 is all over the place. 20, 30. These all new faces that weren't there last fall. And I think they're just going to get continue to get tremendously better.
256-576-4977. That is the telephone number to be a part of the program. There were many spring games over the weekend. This slipped past me, and I was not aware of it until I read an article on 247 about Army's new offense. I'm going to let that soak in for a second. I said Army's new offense. They have a new offensive coordinator. It's a guy that comes from Nebraska. They're in the shotgun.
Air raid. Please say air raid.
Army is in the shotgun.
So they're not running the wishbone anymore?
There is some aspects of running, according to head coach Jeff Moulton, but he was asked about his new offense. And this is real, folks. This is not an Onion story.
How do you feel about this new offense? Have the guys transitioned well, and are you more comfortable with it?
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm energized. I really look forward to being out there every day that we practice and just to see the improvements. It's new. It's a fresh start. It's something different. And our guys are enjoying it too. Our players really like it. The ball's being distributed to a lot of different guys on the team, and tight ends are catching passes, and wide receivers are catching passes and pitches, and there's just a lot of people doing a lot of different things to be able to get the ball in their hands, and so it's fun. And I think our guys are doing a really good job and working very hard at it to learn it. There's a learning curve involved, as there is with anything new, and we're not perfection yet, and perfection's hard to reach, but we can come a lot closer to it than we were tonight. We've been all spring, and I'm confident we will once we get through the summer and get through preseason camp, and I think we'll be a lot closer when we get ready to play.
Was that interview done in Colorado?
They're at LSU this year, by the way.
He sounded kind of chill. Like, did he not? Did he not?
A little bit.
Yeah, he's yeah.
But he's kind of laid back during the press conference.
Yes.
He is.
Yeah,
shotgun at West Point.
This is going to be interesting. So, I don't worry about the they have athletes. It's just the offensive lineman pass blocking.
Yeah.
Some of those guys is it's tough to learn. I mean, I witnessed it in Alabama when we went from the wishbone to a pro offense. And
what kind of transition is that?
It's huge because the players are different. Yeah, it's everything you're taught is no good. I mean,
so pretty much everything just stick it in the file 13.
Oh yeah. Well, if you remember the wishbone, they get down and you're like in a wide receiver stand almost. You got 1 foot back and you're in a 3-point stance and you're coming off and just attacking biting ankles. Coming off 100 miles an hour, biting ankles, and you do some trapping a little bit, but everything's just boom, 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 real quick. And there's no, it doesn't work in what they're talking about doing. It's going to be interesting to watch that. It's an adjustment, no question.
Well, since I'm kind of spanning around, something else that caught my eye around college football was this story at the part of the press conference. It has yet to be a story. UConn is under second-year head coach Jim Mora. Well, I have never toured the facilities up at UConn, but evidently it is very close to Jim Mora's house. How close? So close that some players come by and wash their cars.
Who was it you said who was washing his car?
Marquez Pembry. He's sitting over there. I forgot he was going to be there. I pull up, washing his car, got his music playing. My garage door's open. He knows the code to my house.
Did he do yours?
No, I didn't do mine. Might make him do that. But, I mean, that's kind of what we're all about here, to be honest with you, is I think a lot of people and a lot of teams preach family, but being here in stores, and especially with the young men we have on our team and the attitude they have and like the wholesome, they're blue collar. It's just different vibe. I mean, it truly is it's a family environment here, and I mean, I think that's probably what makes it so fun for me at this point in my career and my life is to have this opportunity to coach these types of young men. It's pretty incredible.
Are you still living in the haunted house?
Yeah, I kicked the ghosts out though, so it's not haunted anymore.
So yes, that last question is a real question. He moved into a house that was a story about 2 years ago. That was a haunted house there in Hartford. And so he's got players washing cars in his driveway, and then he's kicking ghosts out of his house.
Yeah, having exorcism through car washing.
By the way, UConn is at Tennessee.
I want to hear Todd Buchan talk some more.
Oh, my gosh. Is that not just wild?
Oh, man, he sounds laid back.
To think about Army's first game is at Louisiana Monroe. That's Terry Bowden. That's the Warhawks. That is in Monroe on September the 2nd. And you better believe I'm going to be watching that game just because I want to see Army line up in the shotgun for the most part of that game. That is just going to be wild.
I don't believe he's going to be so chill after the first. If he goes to LSU, he might, yeah.
Well, then they've got the Blue Hens of Delaware State.
He'll have to bring Willie Nelson with him to be chill at that game.
Oh. We just got through celebrating 420 last week, National Willie Nelson Day. Let's go ahead and take our first time out. Phone lines are open to you on a Monday, 1 hour extravaganza. We'll be back.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
I bet your spidey senses are tingling. Because this week's Zone Deal is from Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Yes, this Friday is Superhero Day. And what better way to celebrate than a super deal on super burgers made with the freshest ingredients, craft beers, and signature cocktails. And as Green Lantern would say, no matter how bad things get, something good is out there just over the horizon. And this Friday, you'll find something good at 977ESPN.com. $50 worth of Bad Daddy's for just $25. Get your Zone Deal before they're gone. Rambo Marine in Hazel Green is your one-stop shop for all things boating. Whether you are ready to surf with the newest Malibu wake boat or cruise on a Cobalt or Barletta pontoon, we have a boat ready for you and your family. Rambo Marine provides exceptional service second to none so that you are ready to hit the water in no time. Stop by Rambo Marine today. We know boats.
Now open, this is your invitation to experience the grand opening of AVIQ's new 10,000 square foot showroom. The best brands in home audio, home theater, and home automation. The place to see and hear and feel and listen and watch. The place where you can audition top brand audio and video equipment before it goes in your home. World-class brands now available in Huntsville. Come experience the difference. 1833 University Drive, just east of the Parkway at the all-new AVIQHSV.com.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
New name, new players, and an even better championship experience. This April, the Korn Ferry Tour returns to the Rocket City for the 2023 Hometown Lenders Championship at the Ledges. Experience the beauty and drama of the Ledges in person as golf's rising stars chase their PGA Tour dreams. From the first man on the green to the roar of the crowd when the final putt drops. Be part of every moment of the Hometown Lenders Championship at the Ledges from April 24th through April 30th. Tickets to be a part of the action are on sale now at HTLChamp.com.
Our customers trust us not only to find the right hardware, but to advise them on the technology that makes them more efficient.
My Next Level team researches and discovers real solutions. Check-in software, HR, digital signature, and workflow software. It saves you money immediately. We hold your hand and stay with you through the transition.
We're taking our customers to the next level in business process automation.
Tom Luganbill here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
If you're ready to lower your utility bills, it's time to call Eagle Insulation. Eagle can handle it all. Attic re-insulation, insulation removal, wall insulation, and new construction insulation, commercial and residential. Our primary goal is to save you money, and lots of it. Typical clients realize their return on investment within 3 to 6 months. That means the re-insulation actually pays for itself and then some. See if we can help you. Contact Eagle Insulation today, 256-755-1556, or log on insulatewitheagle.com.
This segment of The Drive is brought to you by Woody Anderson Ford, located online at WoodyAndersonFord.com with 2 locations, Hughes Road in Madison and Jordan Lane in Huntsville.
Back here on The Drive, along with Wes Neighbors, Steve Moulton back here with you. A lot of hype over the Buffaloes of the University of Colorado in what was the first spring for Coach Prime. 47,277 on hand. Not bad. Not bad. That is not more than Clemson, South Carolina, Georgia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Alabama, Nebraska, Penn State, and Ohio State. But good for Prime. Good for Prime.
Yeah, but did you see the crowd last year?
I mean,
at the games. Forget the spring. I saw
the games.
The games were awful. I mean, they were awful.
Yeah, the games were pretty bad. They won a game. They won one more game than me and you put together. Auburn, by the way, is looking at a wide receiver in the portal from Colorado. So, something to keep an eye on here locally. 256-576-4977. Badger Larry.
Larry.
How you doing, Badger Larry?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
Doing well.
Good. Well, first I wanted to give you all a shout-out. I haven't talked to you, I don't think, since your golf tournament last week. Y'all did a great job. I think it was a good time had by all, and I just want to tell you guys did a great job on that.
Thank you. Thank you. We were glad to raise money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation as well.
Yes, absolutely. I mean,
Yep.
exciting.
Worthy
really.
cause.
Did a good job putting it together so quick. So good job by you guys. Secondly, there was a little trade in the NFL today.
Yeah, we talked about that right out of the gate.
So what do you think about that?
Well, let me tell you, the last time we traded a worn-out quarterback to the Jets, we did okay with it.
You sure did. You sure did. Yeah. What, won a title, I think, was it 3 years later, I want to say?
Yep. And, he's Love's played behind him for 3 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And so, we'll find out whether or not he's got it or not, but I think
So right now, moving forward, would you take Aaron Rodgers or Jordan Love in what they have in front of them?
Well, I would say this. Aaron Rodgers is about done. So, you got a young Jordan Love that's had 3 years behind Aaron Rodgers to learn his game. So I'm with Love. So
yeah, I know that's your team. So I kind of knew what direction you were going to go into. And
so what all did they get? I hadn't heard any specifics. And in fact, I hadn't heard that. I heard about Jerry and him saying that, but I hadn't heard of this.
The problem's not drafting.
Yeah, it's coaching. Because I'm doing the drafting, and he's doing the coaching really too.
So the Jets receive Rodgers, the Packers' first-round pick this year, and a fifth-round pick in exchange for New York's first-round pick this year, a second-round pick, and a sixth-round pick, as well as a conditional 2024 second round that could become a first round if Aaron Rodgers plays 65% of the Jets' snaps.
So, in other words, if it was a good trade for the Jets, then they get 2 number ones and all that other.
That's pretty good,
right? So they get this year's number 1 pick, like this week's number 1 pick.
Right. Yep.
So where's their pick?
Swapping.
Yeah, where's their pick?
I had.
It's only like three spots up. All he did was swap this year's picks, so it wasn't much for this year. But we get their second round this year and a sixth round, and then next year's number 1. So overall, I'm happy with it. So
there you go.
I think it'll be good. And the Lions are down three wide receivers now since their gambling issue. So
we didn't even talk about that last week. I didn't either.
The Packers are 15th this year, and the Jets are 13th. So they're just
moving up 3.
Yeah. I wonder if the Packers will take another quarterback.
You want to talk gambling? You want to talk?
Well, I understand why those. If you're betting on NFL games, that's horrible. Yeah. And those guys probably done. If they're just fair players, you're done. Now, I don't understand betting on other stuff on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get why if that's illegal or why you can't. Like they said it would have been okay if they were betting not at the facility. How do they?
Correct.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
It's just in the book that way for some reason. Their rule book.
Yeah. Bachelor Larry, you turning?
Yeah. Which way you turning, left or right?
I think he's going left.
I think he's going right.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I went left.
I told you. I could tell by the. I'm on a roll.
No. Hey. Everything else is right for me, but I did turn left.
Well, that's why I thought you were going to say that. All right. Thank you, Badger Larry.
Thanks for calling, Badger
Larry.
Larry.
All right, y'all have a great day.
Good to catch up with you.
So Jalen Hurts said that
I've got his press conference.
Right. He said that money's nice, but winning championships is better. How does you get $250 million? It doesn't change you. So I was talking to some people, and I said this last week. I think the NIL and all the different things hurt Alabama last year.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, I said that, and just because I think they have the best players last year. and didn't win a championship with them. That's
going to be a big topic, I think, Thursday when the first round comes, and there is still a potential of 1 and 2.
Listen, we had 10 people
Alabama.
drafted my senior year, and I think we should have done better than we did. I go look back at it. I went and watched the games we lost. I'm like, how did we lose these games? Well, I know how we lose, but I'm not going to say. But
Jalen Hurts at his press
conference.
If
we had Jalen Hurts, we'd have won the game.
The main thing, keep the main thing the main thing. I think the main thing for me has always been since I was in high school was to be the best player I can be. I love the game. I love the grind. I love the hustle that it takes. And the hard work continues. Everything continues. I wouldn't be where I am today and have these opportunities to lead this city without this game. So I'm going to put everything into it, as I've always done, and just stay on that quest to lead and be the best that I can be with it.
That is Jalen Hurts from earlier today talking with the media, and it is amazing to watch his growth. Even in the National Football League over the last couple of years there with the Eagles.
It's coaching too. They do what he does well. They recognize what he does well. They went and got the players for him, getting the receivers they have, and then the offensive line. They're so well coached. The offensive line in Alabama was the best when the Eagles' offensive line coach was at Alabama. They were.
Yeah.
And
Jeff Stoutland?
Yeah, Jeff Stoutland. Unbelievable. I've never met him. But I admire him because I admire the way his team plays, and they play with that old technique that seems to be missing. I don't get it.
Coach Saban was asked not once but 2 times about the quarterback room in the postseason. In the postgame of A-Day, here is Coach Saban.
Yeah, I think that both guys are making progress. I think, Dylan Lonigan has, shown that he's got a little bit of more poise playing the position. He's accurate throwing the ball. But Eli's made good progress, too. I think he got in a hurry a few times today, which he was going to do the right thing. But he also had a couple balls that were dropped that would have helped him, and we wanted to get each one of those freshmen at least 3 series out there. Dylan kind of moved the team a little better. So, I'm pleased with the progress that they're making, and I think they both have bright futures. I think the big thing we're working on with the quarterbacks is fundamentally what they have to do to be able to process what is the defense doing. All right, get a pre-read of what is they playing. They play in cover 2, they play in cover 7, they play in 3 deep zone, so that you have a plan in your mind. This is where I'm reading, this is where I'm going, and this is the progression that I want to go through. And trust in that and believe in that, and not start drifting around in the pocket, before you give up on what your read might be. Because I think we have pretty good skill guys. I think we have guys that can make plays, and as a quarterback, it's not only just the plays that you can make, and I like both guys' athleticism to be able to extend plays and get out of trouble and make plays with their feet, which they did a couple times today. But at the same time, I think we've got to work on going through progressions and develop confidence in the passing game so that we can distribute the ball to other people who can make plays more effectively and more efficiently.
That is Coach Saban.
What he just said is Bryce Young's not there anymore. Bryce Young, do you think they got on him when he would drift out of the pocket? I'm guessing not.
Probably not. Not.
The good thing, so I don't know if anybody really watched the first series of the game. Would you make a mistake when Milroe's in the game, when he reads that option?
Mm-hmm.
You can forget it. He's gone. He scored the first touchdown.
35-yard rush.
Yes, and it looked like he did. I mean, they never ran that. You notice they didn't run it again.
So what pops off the page from the stats is the targets compared to catches. Kobe Prentice had 7 targets, caught 3 balls. Which one was it? Jermaine Burton was targeted 6 times, caught 2 balls.
And he dropped 2.
Ja'Cory Brooks was targeted 9 times, caught 2 balls.
Yeah. The one drop I saw when I was watching, besides the highlights, was Ja'Cory Brooks' first drop. And, he could have caught it. It'd been a good catch.
Of what I saw, I get ready for just a full stable of running backs. Because it was just one right after another, right after another.
You will have to be elite to start out. Elite defensive line. If you don't have an elite defensive line next year, you will have trouble. It'll be ugly.
I believe at one point when I was going back and forth watching it, I would look and that's a different number. Wait a second, that's a different. I mean, goodness gracious! I saw at least 4 or 5 guys that are going to get snaps this fall.
Oh yeah, 21. 22, 26.
You got McClellan, you got Roydell, you got...
I think 26 is good as all of them.
Some guy named Justice.
Yeah. Well, Justice is tough running back.
Jam Miller.
Yeah, Jam Miller's the one.
That's
I
another
love,
one.
He comes in, he just runs. He has great vision. He busted one to the outside when everything was kind of jammed up in there. Because everybody's standing up. And
longest rush of the day, Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
45 yards.
I mean, he can run. I mean, in some of the plays you have a third group in, you got a quarterback, he's doing well, and the fullback who hadn't played very much knocks the ball out of the quarterback's hand. You know what I mean? So stuff like that is. You can't have that stuff in a game. I think when you play 130 people, though, you're going to have people make mistakes.
I always get a kick out as well of the kicking game and how the crowd reacts to a long field goal. And at the end of the game, there was a 49-yard field goal from Upton Bellefonte. And the crowd just acted like they won the national championship.
Oh, man, yeah. Anytime we make
it was a 49. It was a 49.
Second street kicker. It's everybody in Alabama understands how many games we've lost by field goals. It's a lot.
I was expecting it to hit an upright. I mean, just to keep the dream alive.
Was
that 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Whenever you.
So I do this show, and last year I was very critical at times, right?
You were.
And they lost 2 games by average of 2 points or by 2 points or 1 point on one, I guess. And anyway.
2 possessions.
Yeah, so I looked, and that's my junior year. We lost 2 games by 2 points. Missed 2 field goals in both of the at times in the game where both of the games we lost. So, yeah. There you go. So it can be, it can be very frustrating.
Coming up on the other side, be careful what you tweet. Be careful what you tweet. Before you hit that send button, and I'm talking even Facebook, TikTok, whatever you're on, be careful. Just be careful. I'll have that for you on the other side. We'll be back.
You're listening to The Drive with Wes Neighbors and Steve Moulton on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
2 maids and a mop. That's all you need to know to clean house. 2 Maids and a Mop is an award-winning company, bonded and insured. Hire them for yourself, or they have gift cards if you want to make someone else's day. Find out more online at 2maidshuntsville.com. A maid service worth talking about. 2 Maids and a Mop take care of everything. They supply all the cleaning equipment needed. Call 256-883-6243. The only finger you'll need to lift is the one to call them.
At Bryant Bank, we believe your goals are worth chasing, and every step along the way is worth celebrating. From your hopes for the future to the challenges that keep you up at night, we're here for you. Bryant Bankers put care into action to help you live legendary by stepping up when you need us most and doing what's right even when no one is watching. Come experience a local bank whose people greet you by name and treat you like family. Bryant Bank, member FDIC.
When I chose a garage door company, I did my homework. I needed precision overhead garage door service. They have a 5-star Google rating. I checked their reviews and liked what their customers had to say. Precision Overhead Garage Door has lifetime warranty packages. Same-day service if I call before 2 p.m. If they can't make it the same day, my service call fee the next day is waived. They did a 25-point safety inspection on the door and operator. Now that's peace of mind. Residential, commercial, and gate services. Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. Call 256-400-4500.
We've all heard the phrase, what's in a name? When it comes to your comfort, the name means everything. Environmental Comfort Systems is the name to remember when it comes to your home's comfort. Environmental means our systems are environmentally friendly, even more environmentally friendly than systems sold just a few years ago. And comfort, well, that's our middle name. Our systems are built to keep you and your family comfortable for years to come. And last but not least, we install systems, not units. Our systems are designed specifically for your home, based on your home's square footage and the way it faces the sun. Environmental Comfort Systems does more than just sell air conditioners. We install comfort systems that will make your home a more enjoyable place to live. So give Environmental Comfort Systems a call. We are your independently owned American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer, serving Decatur, Madison, and the Tennessee Valley. Visit our website at envcomfort.com. Alabama license number 92314. Environmental Comfort Systems.
Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford. If you've been considering owning a new Mustang, Explorer, Expedition, Edge, Escape, or Bronco Sport, we have 0% financing for 60 months on 22 models of those vehicles. This won't last long because as we sell off our 2022s, 0 for 60 goes with it. When they're gone, they're gone. Let me repeat, Woody Anderson Ford has 22 models of Bronco Sport, Explorer, Escape, Edge, Expedition, and Mustang with financing as low as 0% for up to 60 months. But when they're gone, it's gone. And of course, it's with your good credit through Ford Motor Credit. This offer ends April 29th. Woody Anderson Ford can also help you trade in and trade up on a Ford Blue Advantage Gold Certified or Blue Certified pre-owned vehicle. Great warranties, 24-hour roadside assistance, and a full tank of gas and a fresh oil change. Don't forget 0 for 60 on select 22 models while they last. Woody Anderson Ford, hope to see you soon.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Emily Owen. For this Monday, expect a mostly sunny sky. High temperatures are expected to top out in the mid to low 60s for the afternoon. Heading into your Monday night, a mostly clear sky to be expected. Low temperatures going to be falling back down into the upper 30s, low 40s for some. It looks like rain returns back to the forecast Tuesday night. I'm meteorologist Emily Owen on your home for ESPN Radio 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Sports Talk 24/7 365. Your full-time sports station.
You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work.
Is 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Doesn't anyone do any work around this joint anymore?
Somebody hand me a cigarette. I know I ain't had one in over a week. Somebody pour me a double shot. Been getting better by the day, but tonight I drink. You say I gotta get over you and get sober too. I got a lot of habits I gotta kick.
So that is Morgan Wallen. If you're not familiar with country music, he is probably the biggest thing to take over country music in a while.
Oh yeah, I had two of my kids went to see him this Saturday.
Well,
at Ole Miss.
Well, they didn't.
Oh, really?
Well, they didn't. And that leads to be careful what you tweet. As Lane Kiffin tweeted out, if you build it, they will come. Amazing to see even Morgan Wallen transferring to the SIP. Sorry, Tennessee football. It took 13 long years to win him back after being so angry at me that one night. So the problem with that is Morgan Wallen lost his voice. So he didn't have a concert there in Oxford. He lost his voice. To which Lane Kiffin got slammed for that tweet, saying, well, I guess Morgan Wallen went into the transfer portal and just decided to leave Oxford, Mississippi. So, no concert for Morgan Wallen over the weekend, but I'm sure it'll be made up. But I'm sure there was one or two angry.
Former intern Abigail Green was in attendance.
Yeah, are you sure that he lost his voice? Who said that?
Did
Abigail say that?
She was there.
And he lost his voice during the concert?
Well, no, he did
Before.
not even. Yeah, he did not.
So he didn't even go on?
Didn't even take the stage.
Well, nobody even told me that.
The opening acts performed and everything,
Yeah,
and then
but
right before they said, he's not performing.
Yeah, lost his voice.
I didn't know that.
Did not perform a concert.
Well, my kids must have been having way too much fun then. They didn't know he went on.
They didn't even know he did. Man, this is a great concert. This is awesome.
I didn't even know that. Heck, I talked to both of them yesterday.
And they both said, it was a great concert. You should have been there.
No, they didn't say that. But,
Final call for phone calls, 256-576-4977. By the way, after we're done with Hey Coach, later on tonight, the Braves looking to bounce back after getting swept out by the Houston Astros from over the weekend. It is, let's hear, game number 23 for those of you counting at home.
So here's the deal. He played Friday and Saturday night.
Oh, okay.
But it was canceled
Saturday night.
last night. He was scheduled for 3 shows and canceled the last one. So
lost his voice.
Yes. Yep.
It's Braves Marlins tonight. Spencer Strider is on the mound. A 6:20 first pitch from Truist, and we will JIP that as soon as Hey Coach is done. Final Hey Coach of the spring semester is right around the corner, and A-Day in the rearview mirror. And we've played a little bit from head coach Nick Saban. Here is a little bit more from Coach about the benefits of staying in your program.
Well, I think the people that have been in the program obviously, have an advantage to some degree because they know the system. They've had a lot of reps in the system. But I also think, everybody needs to ask themselves, whatever position you play, are you playing winning football at that position, and can you play winning football at that position? And I think that's a better answer to the question, who could do that the best? And those are evaluations that we have to make at coaches at every position. And, we've tried to build this program here with the guys that we recruit and the people in the program, but we have had a few guys that have come in and made, real impacts on the team. And if we see an opportunity to do that, we're always looking for a way to make our team better.
Well, one guy in particular that made an impact, number 13, Malachi Moore. 9 tackles in the game, 3 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, a breakup, and a quarterback hurry as well.
And he has not looked very good in the scrimmages, and something clicked. It doesn't take. That's what I tell everybody. All of a sudden, and to be fair to him, he had a serious injury he's been trying to come back from. I mean, he had back surgery. That's 2 years. It's been 2 years ago, but he had 2 surgeries, if I remember correctly.
Boy, talk to anybody with back problems.
Yeah, you're looking at one. Yeah. So there's it's hard to play football with that injury that he has.
Here is Coach on Malachi Moore.
Well, he's actually played safety all spring long. He didn't play star at all because we've been developing our role at star. But when we had a couple guys get in the portal, they were both stars. So Malachi had to go back and play star, and Earl, who's been practicing a lot with the ones, actually had to play with the twos because it's the best thing for the team, for us to get through today and have 2 guys that had experience in that position. But Malachi's just a very instinctive player. He's got lots of reps at doing the things like, some of the blitzes, we're reading the tackle. If he sets deep, we're going to come underneath. I mean, a lot of the other guys hadn't had the experience doing that that he's had, so that that makes him an effective blitzer because he's reading it the right way. So, but he's a smart player. He's very instinctive. And, he's been a good leader in the secondary all spring long.
I think they need to move him back to star. That's just my – what do you think? Yeah. I think he needs to play star. I mean, so two guys got in the 20 plays well too. I can't. So a freshman gets in the portal already.
Yeah.
I read where one of Georgia's really good pass rush.
Yeah, he's at USC.
Going to USC.
Because he can't go SEC school to SEC school during this time.
Why would you go anyway if you're going to start? Doesn't make any sense, man.
Maybe he's a Laker fan. We are at the Furniture Factory Bar and Grill tomorrow. Then we're at Woody Anderson Ford on Wednesday. Come see us. Have a good night, everybody.